Good day, Mom. So what is NAFTA organization? NAFTA stands for the North American Free Trade Agreement, which is trilateral trade agreement between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It was signed in 1994 and came into the effect on January 1, 1995. Two sides' agreement to NAFTA aimed to establish high common standards in workplace safety, labor rights, and environment protection to prevent businesses from relocating to their countries to exploit lower wages or looser regulation. The agreement was controversial, with critics arguing that it led to job losses and environmental degradation in the United States and Canada. In 2020, NAFTA was replaced by the United States Mexico-Canada Agreement or USMCA, which updated and modernized the original agreement. The main purpose of NAFTA is first to eliminate trade barriers and promote economic cooperation between the three countries. The agreement covers a wide range of areas, including trade in goods, services, and investment. Second, to create a free trade zone between the US, Canada, and Mexico. The goal was to make doing business in Mexico and Canada less expensive for US companies, and vice versa, reducing the red tape needed to import or export goods. Last is to encourage economic activity among North America's three major economic powers.
There are 5 key features of NAFTA organization. First is tariff elimination. NAFTA eliminates most tariffs on goods traded between the three countries. This has led to increased trade and investment between the countries and has made North America a more competitive region in the global economy. Next, rules of origin. To qualify for NAFTA's tariff benefits, goods must meet certain rules of origin requirements. NAFTA has rules that determine whether a product qualifies for preferential treatment under the agreement. These rules specify the percentage of a product that must be made in North America in order to qualify for tariff-free treatment. Next, dispute settlement. NAFTA includes a dispute settlement mechanism to resolve disputes between the three countries. NAFTA has a dispute settlement mechanism that allows member countries to resolve disputes related to the agreement. This mechanism has helped to prevent trade disputes from escalating into full-blown trade wars. Next, environmental and labor standards. NAFTA includes provisions related to environmental and labor standards. These provisions help to ensure that trade and investment do not come at the expense of workers or the environment. Next is intellectual property. NAFTA includes provisions on intellectual property rights, including patents, trademarks, and copyrights. These provisions help to protect the interests of businesses and individuals who create and innovate. Then the last is investment. NAFTA includes provisions on investment, including the protection of foreign investors and the establishment of dispute settlement mechanisms for investment disputes. NAFTA includes provisions related to investment, such as protections for investors and rules related to the treatment of foreign investment. These provisions help to encourage investment and promote economic growth. Since its implementation, NAFTA has had a significant impact on the economies of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It has led to increased trade and investment between the countries and has helped to create jobs and boost economic growth. However, NAFTA has also been criticized for its impact on certain industries, such as manufacturing, and for its failure to address issues related to labor and the environment. In 2020, NAFTA was replaced by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, which includes updated provisions related to labor, the environment, and intellectual property. There are impacts of NAFTA on specific industries or regions. First, NAFTA had a significant impact on the automotive industry, particularly in Mexico. The agreement allowed for the free movement of vehicles and parts between the three countries, which led to a surge in investment in Mexico's auto industry. As a result, Mexico became a major exporter of cars and trucks to the United States. However, critics argue that NAFTA led to job losses in the United States as companies moved production to Mexico to take advantage of lower labor costs. Number 2. NAFTA had a mixed impact on the agriculture industry. On the other hand, the agreement opened up new markets for American farmers in Canada and Mexico, which helped boost exports. On the other hand, NAFTA led to increased competition from Mexican farmers, particularly in the fruit and vegetable sector. Some American farmers argued that they were unable to compete with Mexican producers who could sell their products at lower prices due to lower labor costs. Number 3. NAFTA had a significant impact on the textile industry, particularly in the southern United States. The agreement allowed for the free movement of textiles and clothing between the three countries, which led to increased competition from Mexican manufacturers. As a result, many textile factories in the southern United States closed. Therefore, NAFTA had a significant impact on the border regions between the United States and Mexico. The agreement led to increased trade and investment in these regions, which helped boost economic.
So, let's proceed on the pros and cons of NAFTA. As you can see in this presentation, there are 5 pros and 5 cons of NAFTA. So, here are the 5 pros of NAFTA. First is increased trade. NAFTA has led to increased trade between the United States, Canada, and Mexico, as it eliminated tariffs on most goods traded between the countries. Second is job creation. NAFTA has helped to create jobs in all 3 countries, as increased trade has led to increased demand for goods and services. Third is lower prices. NAFTA has led to lower prices for consumers, as it has eliminated tariffs on many goods traded between the countries. The fourth is increased investment. NAFTA has helped to attract investment to all 3 countries, as it provides protection for investors and promotes economic growth. And the fifth one is improved competitiveness. NAFTA has made North America a more competitive region in the global economy, as it has created a large integrated market with streamlined regulations. And the next is cons of NAFTA. First is job losses. NAFTA has led to job losses in certain industries such as manufacturing. Companies have moved production to Mexico where labor is cheaper. Second is environmental concerns. NAFTA has been criticized for its failure to address environmental concerns, such as pollution and deforestation, which can have negative impacts on the health and well-being of people and wildlife. Third is labor concerns. NAFTA has been criticized for its failure to address labor concerns such as low wages and poor working conditions, which can have negative impacts on workers and their families. Fourth is trade imbalances. NAFTA has led to trade imbalances between the United States and Mexico, as Mexico has become a major exporter of goods to the United States, while the United States has become a major importer of goods from Mexico. The fifth one is loss of sovereignty. NAFTA has been criticized for its potential to undermine national sovereignty, as it can limit the ability of governments to regulate trade and investment in the interest of their citizens. That would be all. Thank you.